as you know now, a lot of people are having diabetes early, okay, high blood pressure. What would you say to the person that's working, 6 days a week, they don't get a chance to go to the gym, and they go to the doctor, their blood pressure, diabetes may be elevated, okay, they may have high blood sugar, or their blood pressure may be elevated, they haven't been in the gym. What would you suggest they do? They don't want to get in the gym, or they're fearful to work out. What would your message be to people that want to work out but may be afraid to step into a gym based on the way they may look, and they just never been in a gym before? What would your message be to them?
Well, I get that all the time. I think especially for people that have never done anything before, they feel intimidated by that environment, and it's a male-dominated environment, obviously, and so for women or the elderly or people that have never, even males that have never really worked out before, I think that with the health issues that we see today, it's so much comes from the foods that we're eating, from the lack of sleep, from some other types of drugs that we're alcohol consumption and smoking, all those things that are just bringing our health levels all so much lower. And instead of preventing, we're treating those things. So I think the first thing is, definitely I encourage everybody to look for a professional, a qualified professional who can give them some type of advice, who can be a support system to them, because a lot of people, when they first decide that they want to get into that fitness journey, they don't really have a strong support system, and nobody around them is really worried about what they're eating, or not drinking, or limiting the alcohol, or limiting the consumption of sugar, and learning about those things. So I encourage them to educate themselves, research, read, and try to make one small change at a time. First, I think, like, diet, obviously, I don't, when a client first comes to me, I don't tell them, hey, you got to cut all the sweets. That's all, if that's all they eat, you got to cut everything. Let's go radical. No, it's impossible. That's a recipe for failure. It's one step at a time. So if you had, 3 slices of cake in a day, okay, let's decrease to 2 instead of 3, and so little things like that, step by step, making small changes. If you're sedentary and you work behind a desk all day, stand up for a little while. If you have to be on the phone, stand up instead of sitting down. Take the stairs to work instead of taking the elevator. If you work on the, on a higher floor, park a little bit further away from where you have to go, so you have to walk a little bit more. And just little things like this, I think that just little small changes definitely add up at the end. We don't really realize, but they do.